be difficult for staff to cope with someone who regularly harms themselves, be it by cutting, burning, banging their head against a wall, whatever it is that people do to injure themselves physically. And staff very often get very emotionally involved in another person's self-harm. They get into what we call emotional over-involvement. They try desperately to get the person to stop harming themselves by getting emotional themselves. Unfortunately, that heightened emotion gets transmitted to the person who self-harms and is likely to put them into an emotionally overwhelming situation. Now, what do people who self-harm typically do when they're emotionally overwhelmed? This is, of course, a generalization, but it's not a bad one, really. It's close to the reality for many people. When people who self-harm get overwhelmed emotionally, they self-harm. And there's a very good reason for that. You see, when the body experiences physical pain, a very strange thing happens in the central nervous system. Endorphins are produced. They're a little bit like a natural opiate, and they give people a sense of euphoria of being just slightly spaced out, followed by the ability to reset your emotional balance. So when a person has self-harmed, don't tell them off. Don't have a go at them. Don't treat them badly. Ask them if it was effective. And if it was, if they tell you, yes, it was, I feel better, acknowledge that. You're not encouraging self-harm by acknowledging the reality. You're simply opening the door so you can have a discussion. But there's something else you're not doing. You're not making them feel bad about themselves. And if they're not feeling bad about themselves, then they don't need to go and do it again.